Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is InsideAgameR. Welcome to a new game today, Global Magnates. Now, a big thank you to the publisher and developer for giving us a key to be able to showcase this game to you guys. It was released as of the 23rd of September 2025. I'm not sure what date the video will go out. Could be a day or two afterwards. But I said I'd check it out. The Global Magnates, a shipping tycoon, is a simulated game where you take on the role of a shipping entrepreneur. Carefully plan shipping routes, balance supply and demand across ports, and maximize profits to fuel your expansion. Build a worldwide network and rise to a definite global magnate. Okay, so look, we've had games like this before in the past, so we'll see if it has more to offer us than what we've had in the past. The other one was a little bit broken in areas. It took a while for them to kind of fix up. So what we're going to do, we're going to start a new game, and as you can see here, you've got sandbox mode or campaign, so you can literally just go into this as you wish against the AI, which is something that I'd probably rather do than the missions, but unfortunately we don't know how to play the game, so we're going to have to do the tutorial. The government has decided to support a shipping company to promote economic prosperity and regional development in the Copenhagen. As CEO, you have been entrusted with this great responsibility. So the start date is the 1960s, so I'm assuming with these different dates we'll get different kinds of ships as we kind of go through what we need to do. So we're going to be in Copenhagen, so let's start with this. So we get to design our own logo, I suppose. What would we be? Something like that, maybe. Company name. What would we be? Shipping? Well, that sounds kind of terrible, really, doesn't it? Okay, so let's change our name. And we're going to go with this fella here. Yep, there we go, that'll do. Okay, the one thing that was going to worry me is that there's going to be a lot of reading. So, Captain Cook, hello InsideAgameR. Our new shipping company has received a government grant of 20 million as a starting capital. This will enable us to expand our activities in Copenhagen. The goal of this investment is to create a thriving economy that benefits both Copenhagen and us. This funding also provides a solid foundation for the company's future development. Your primary goal, CEO, is to build a profitable fleet of established, efficient shipping routes. Meet the transportation needs of ports, increase company revenue through competitive shipping rates. Therefore, you must understand how to establish routes and optimize business operations to drive company growth. So we need to look at our first shipping. So as you can see here, we're going to have loads of these little markers. So it looks like we're going to have to bring things in from different areas to make places prosper. That's actually a little bit different than what the other shipping game was like, where it was just a money making. So this one is kind of, I suppose, kind of got that kind of transport fever-esque kind of theme of we've got to move stuff around to unlock things. So we need to unlock Copenhagen. You can find more information here, click to continue. So we got Northern Europe, satisfaction 0 at the moment. So they want, obviously, going to be wheat, wine, they want some furniture. Industry has some demands as well, and production and export. So clearly we can export something. It looks like it's going to be coal, but obviously we'll probably get to that at some stage. When prosperity reaches 300, 600 and 900, the port's level will increase. Okay, so this is what the aim of this game really is. It's not just about making money, it's about making everywhere prosper. Supplying a port with goods that will increase the satisfaction level. The port satisfaction is greater than 60%, prosperity will increase. Check the demand and satisfaction levels here. So as you can see here, we need to bring in at least 29,000 for satisfaction, right? And now we need to close the panel. So before establishing the route, we also need to reach lease contracts with destinations on the route, and the port that have been signed with be lit. More prosperous ports will be more expensive to lease. If money is short on hand, try leasing from a port for a shorter term. So look, as you can see here, they have the wheat, right? Or Olsland also have the wheat, but this is Finland, this is Copenhagen. So what's that, Swindon? Swindon. Sweden. Okay, so as you can see here, they're exporting a weekly amount of 32,000. So they are not exporting it or doing anything with it at the moment. So we need to get a lease agreement. So, right, so we've got 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years. Select the lease contract. Which one does it want? It wants us to go for the 3-year lease, which is 292,000. Like, that's crazy money, isn't it? So, we're now ready to get your first route. Establish a route connecting Helsinki and Copenhagen to transport grain. So, we've got a new panel down here now. It hasn't gone through everything yet with us. We've got the route. We need to create a new route. Bulk grain. Helsinki. Copenhagen. Okay. It looks like we already have one ship available. The grain route uses bulk carriers. Bulk cargo ships are shown by default. You must add at least one ship to the route to ensure normal operations. Currently, you require a bulk carrier for this particular one. So 5k, I'm assuming that's how much it can fit inside itself, right? First route has been completed. Oh, okay, nice and easy. So now we can manage the route. As you can see here, it hasn't loaded, hasn't done anything yet. Okay, so it has a 4,000 cargo capacity. At the same time, you can also find the stats information you can use and adjust. Okay, so as you can see here, we got some other bits and pieces that we can worry about. So we can change the speed. I think it wants us to go to full speed. Increasing the vessel speed will significantly raise fuel consumption and transport costs. Decide whether high efficiency is worth the extra cost. I'm not allowed to change it right now, am I? So, congratulations, you successfully established your first route. Assigned ships can now operate along the route. Now wait for the ship to transport grain. Our ship is there, so we can make the game go faster if we wish. We also have a task list, which is what we've got here. He's loading now. So if I click on the route, I feel like we can bring the speed down a little bit. We got the game on fast anyways. Okay, so we're so close to having that. Oh no, we did it. For the first time, you have fulfilled the grain needs of Copenhagen, whose prosperity has also steadily increased. The Danish government. Oh, it's Danish. Sorry, Sweden. Danish government decided of. Oh, hang on. That was all a bit too fast. The increase in prosperity in Copenhagen has generated new demand for a new type of good. Meat is the type of good that's transported by container ship. To continue increasing prosperity, satisfy new demand for meat. Produce meat in Bergen. You must unlock ranches, which requires increase in prosperity. So we need to sort these guys out. Now they want coal. Okay. The cotton industry in Oslo could supply Bergen with the cotton required. Unfortunately, our market share in Oslo is too low. Therefore, we cannot secure enough goods. Ah, okay. It's cotton he wants, right? Okay, so we need to open the shipyard. So we're going to get our new ship by the looks of things. These display the information about the ship that has been selected. You have sufficient funds to begin contracting. Okay. So it costs 837,000 to build a boat. Okay. That's the only boat I'm allowed to build right now, is it? Due to local competition in Oslo, we currently receive a small share of the goods being produced. Start marketing to increase the market share. Right, hang on. Let's slow down the game a little bit here. We don't want things to be going crazy. So establish a bulk route between Oslo and Bergen. Okay, I didn't realize it was cotton that they wanted, though. Oh no, they demand cotton. Okay, so route. We have a new route from Oslo. Oh, we need to get a lease on the port. Okay. Do I need to spend that money again? Maybe. Right, I don't know if that's actually picking up anything though. Okay, due to low competition in Oslo, we currently receive only a small share of the goods. So, production and export. Here is the amount of goods available at particular ports will be displayed. Okay. The market share of each company in the port is displayed here. So, I'm obviously the green one, right? Got an 8% share. Company details can be found here. Okay, that's fine. During a marketing campaign, port competitiveness will be improved by increased shipping activity at the port. You can cancel the marketing campaign by clicking this button during the active campaign. Okay. Port competitiveness in Oslo is increased and more cotton is now available. Cotton is currently in demand in Bergen. By transporting cotton to Bergen, you're able to increase prosperity. Well, I hope that's what I'm doing, because when I made that route, I have no idea what the hell we were making. Oh well, he's definitely taking anyways. Right, the load factoring in that is quite slow, right? Right. Is that our boat? I think that was our boat. In a bid to promote economic development and cultural exchange, Copenhagen hosted a trade summit. Businesses and politicians and cultural leaders from across Europe were invited to participate. Okay, so we've now unlocked the farm industry. Farm requires grain as a raw material for the production of meat. First, you must establish a route to transport 10k of grain to Bergen. So at the moment, there's not a lot of profit here. Producing meat requires grain as an input, so it needs an input to get an output. That's fine. Locate a nearby port of grain and set up shipping routes. Well, we know that Orsland here have grain. Bloody expensive. We'll go to our shipyard. Let's get another boat shipping. That's what we can call it, I don't know. Okay, so from here we want to set up a new route. Oh. And if I select the boat. Okay, so that boat is now bringing grain down to Bergen. They should be producing meat. Okay, there's our little boat. Okay, so we need to transport 10 KT. Is that something tons? Kilotons? I've absolutely no idea what KT means, but we need to move quite a bit of it, don't we? Copenhagen, how are people doing? Okay, obviously they want meat, so that's the chain that we're trying to work out. We have one more to go on that front. You know what? We might as well invest in another ship. Good news, the farm in Bergen has began production. Remember to only transport meat to other ports. A container ship is required. In order to construct a container ship, you must first be researched. In order to unlock new technology, you must invest a certain amount of money in research. Oh, I didn't realize that. You can hire a CTO for your company to conduct technology research and generate regular supply of tech points. It can be used to unlock new technology. Okay. So we have our company here. So we need to hire somebody. View staff capabilities here. We can hire them here. So obviously I don't have a choice. This is the one that wants me to hire. Okay, adjust monthly tech point production is needed. Upgrade the technology department that increases the output. Show the monthly cost generated technology points each level. Okay, so monthly cost in R&D at the moment is a lot of money. An effort to support research and development in the shipping industry and promote economic activity, we have been granted 100 tech points. Using these new points to select and research the container ship. Okay, well that'd be good. So looks like there's quite a lot of stuff here, which is pretty cool. So we've unlocked the container ship. Okay, and now we need to go build one. I probably shouldn't have built the last one, but anyways. We need a container ship. 1.1 million. Ouch. mean, that's making 48k. Congratulations, you've constructed your first container ship, now established a container route to meet. Okay, so we can do that. We need a new route. Container, meet. Going to Copenhagen. I think that should be fine. Begin a brand marketing campaign in... Yeah, apparently it's not available yet. Right, well, we are moving some meat. No marketing staff available. Why are these people so expensive? Alright, we want to put the advertising in here, is what we want to do. The problem is we're getting in making some meat, but we're not making loads. We need more grain. What's their production like? I would, if this was a normal campaign, I would probably move more a second boat. Alright, we'll just let it do what it needs to do. As the port prosperity increases, the demand for goods will continue to grow. To maintain the speed of continuous improvement in port prosperity, it is necessary to enhance transport capacity in tandem to ensure supply and demand balance. Meat production requires a large amount of grain. It is suggested to increase shipping capacity and to establish a stable raw material supply channel to ensure the full-scale production of the breeding plant. Running transport operations to local ports steadily boosts competitiveness using the market to gain market share more quickly. Right, so add a ship to a route. So if we were to go to routes, all on this one, how would I add another list ship? Okay, we've got the bulk carrier here. There we go. So we've got a second ship on that now. Is that right? Right, so we added another ship to that list. We need to transport 25k grain to Copenhagen. So how's Helsinki doing? Helsinki has lots. So look, we need to get the bulk carrier. Let's get 2 of these vessels built. Okay, so we got Helsinki to Copenhagen. Add another boat to that then. Copenhagen mainly just wants that meat production. Okay, so these things are going up now. Are they running in tandem here now? Not really. We can nearly put a third ship on this route, maybe. Because they can make quite a bit. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Three ships here for the grain. See, I have coal. They have iron. They want cotton. We don't have a lease with Copenhagen, with Stockholm though, so... Rubber. Oh, okay, so we can now just literally move that rubber. So what we'll do... What does rubber need to move? Doesn't really say. So if we go to shipyard... Great, Copenhagen's developed further. Okay, it did on its own. Now that the city has unlocked the tire factory, the next step is to help the factory production. Okay, so what it needs is going to be this and iron. Okay. Rostock has a steel mill. Click it to open. Okay, the steel mill uses iron and coal. And Helsinki has transport coal and iron to the steel mill in Rostock, produce steel, then steel rubber to Copenhagen to begin tire production. Right. Main thing here is I need... Who's... Okay, they have the iron ore. So look, Rostock, we're going to need to lease your port here. And in the shipyard, I don't know, do we actually have any ready to go here? We'll have to invest again. We're down to 12 million here now. If we're going to go for a new route then, so new route, we're going to go from Copenhagen. Yeah, no, sorry, that was right. There is no cargo available for transport on this route. Do you still want to create a route? No port of import. Right. But I am making coal, so why can't I send coal down there? Right, I'm not sure. Go to route. Let's see if we can... Right, what's going on there then? Oh, we've got the oil tanker. I don't think I really need that yet. Right, one thing. Right, there is one route here we can do. Is Helsinki, rubber, Copenhagen. Okay, I think I know what I was doing wrong. Okay, so we're now moving rubber. No port of import. The route cycles through the ports that are listed in order. You can drag ports to change. Right, I'm a bit confused. Alright, Copenhagen is now getting rubber, right? Yeah, soon we're gonna have too much rubber and nothing else going on. Okay. Port demand. Is it? Okay. Because they need beef. Right, okay. We're learning. I mean, is I don't have a boat. Okay, shipyard. Okay, so what about technology points? Got 120, bulk carrier 2. 150 points. Okay, if we go into routes then, if we go from... I think we need to assign a new ship onto you. We'll make sure that you're getting cargo. Yeah. So this place needs to produce more beef. Because that's what I need to move next. How is there no cargo available? What I'm a little bit worried about here. Okay, maybe I need to get them the okay, let's get a lease from here. So I'm not sure what the wood's gonna require here, so let's have a look. Route. Get you up to some sort of speed. Right, so that means row stock now will hopefully go up. That's what we're waiting for here. Because look, it hasn't been unlocked yet. Hang on, that route that's doing... Oh no, what's Gothenburg wanting? They demand grain as well. Well, look, we can do that. Right, we're gonna put a bit of speed on this one. There you go. Got a long way to go. Now, with that kind of money being built, we're gonna have to definitely get some more container ships. Right, now they want the beef. Okay, so they're after me making all those mistakes. Do we have a boat ready for that job though? New route. Virgin. Beef going to roast stock. Right, so now they have beef, which is now unlocked the steel mill, which now means we should be able to sort out the containers. These now bigger or what? Right, let's just get a load of ships built. So they've got a grain demand. It'll take a few weeks for the boats to go backwards and forwards. Right. Copenhagen, coal. We want this to go backwards and forwards, basically, is what we're after here. It doesn't need to go too fast because it's basically next door to each other. Now, we also need to get the iron ore. Stockholm I don't have anything for yet, so we're going to take it from here. So, Virgin to... Okay, that's fine as it's going to have to be. This one we will ramp up the speed a little bit there. Right, now it's a case of getting the steel up and running. So it is producing steel, so that means steel will be now going to Copenhagen on the boat back. Needs a lot more coal, and it needs a lot more iron ore. I've only got 14 million left in the bank though. Okay, here's taking the steel back, to be fair. Right, so the one thing that we do need to do then is get another one on you. Speed it up a little bit. We're definitely moving enough coal, I think. But now we're producing tires in Copenhagen, so somebody eventually will want tires. Belgium will want tires. We're not getting anywhere near their demand of what they want. Okay, so in the shipyard again then, we're going to have to get a couple of new boats. We need to get the grain because the meat production... Pause land. Alright, we're going to put a lot of boats onto that route. By putting all these boats, I'm hoping we're going to see a nice increase it. Okay, Copenhagen are both growing rapidly. The company's growth and prosperity hand in hand, near future success. Okay, so we did it. We finished the tutorial. We kind of got the grasp of the game. You can obviously keep going if we wish. So it's kind of, it's got, yeah, you know what? It's kind of fun. Now, would you guys like to see more? That's going to be the big question here. So let me know in the comments down below. Would you like me to do more? Would you like to do the missions, or would we like to do free roam? Would we like to do it as a live stream or videos? Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new, hit the like bell, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.